Again, I just want to mention this. This boss is again a powered boss. So if you have it's not that bad if you're playing Condi, but it's better if you play power, just in general. Let's start. This fight is quite power crept, so we ignore almost all of the mechanics here. So what do I mean by that? This boss has phases, and as soon as you phase it, it will completely stop doing anything. That means if there is a one-shot mechanic happening, which this boss has, it will completely be denied if you phase it in time, at 66 and 33%. So this boss has a very easy attack pattern. It does 2 auto attacks and then 1 slam, and this slam is some damage, but most importantly, it knocks you back. That's very annoying for DPS players, for everyone actually, just because it will deny your rotation. So if you are support that can give some stability to your party, to your subgroup, or H's, that works fine. The tank again moves on one side of the arena, the rest of the group will stay behind the boss. So this boss at 66% and 33 will get invulnerable, and we have to deal with 4 adds. Those adds will walk from the outside of the arena to the center. And in the center, if it's only one of those, doesn't matter which one, will reach the boss, we will instantly wipe. We can't change it. So that means we have to really deny them getting there. We can't use hard CC, we can only use soft CC, like immobilize, chill, and that stuff. So typically you either have a druid or someone that can immobilize them, do that, and the party splits up into deals with 2 of those each. Like I said, this happens at 33 and 66%. So please be aware in which subgroup you are, first of all, and second of all, move with them to kill those guys. Don't go alone, because then the DPS will be lower and it's not worth it. Over the whole arena, some orbs will spawn over the course of time. It will increase with the amount of damage we deal to the boss. Those orbs don't really do anything, they just sit around, but they have increasing AoEs. And if you walk into those AoEs, you get a debuff. And this debuff drastically decreases your damage. So please don't walk into those. If you do, you can remove the debuff by killing the orbs and walking into the oranges orbs that will spawn. But I would say, first of all, it's very important that you just don't walk into the AoEs that the orbs will spawn, or typically just ignore them and just stand in the middle of the fight, where it will probably not cause any problems. It's more like in the split phases where it can happen that the orbs stand in the way. Then you can just kill them with DPS. They don't have that much health, so if you feel like they are in your way, just kill them. This boss has a very important break bar attack. The break bar attack will root the boss in place while it does a big attack, and this attack will deal heavy damage, not only at the end, but already while it's casting. So that means we should CC it quite fast. Typically you'd CC it either really fast or you delay it if you have a slow group, but in our case we will just try to CC it as fast as we can. I think it's not a big deal nowadays with the power creep and the DPS. Because, like I said, this boss has a one-shot mechanic, and it will deal that one-shot mechanic at the end of the CC phase. I don't know, maybe a few 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds after that. It depends a bit. And as soon as this happens, we can't really deny it. Typically, you face it before that, so that's not a big deal. How you would normally deal that, so at the release of this fight, you would jump down the arena and use the updrafts to avoid the one-shot attack that will happen in the arena. However, the arena is covered with barriers that you just saw in the previous event, so those spirit barriers. So you have to destroy them first and then jump into an updraft and avoid the attack. But like I said, we can completely ignore this just by DPSing this boss, and the power creep is real. I think there's only one more mechanic, which is called the egg mechanic. I think in the second and in the third phase, there will spawn some AoEs under the group, and they have some orange telegraph. They are not that big, but they will spawn underneath every player, so there will be quite a lot of them. And you just move out of them or dodge them. If you get hit by those, you will be egged, and that will not only decrease your damage because you can't deal damage while you are egged, but you will also receive a debuff as far as I know. So please don't stand in there. Please, very important, don't move where I move, stand behind the boss. But stand, please, on each other, stack on each other so that we can all heal you, give you the boons. And very important also, if the tank, for example, I'm of course am a healer, but I'm also a boon provider. so don't move too far away from the tank, otherwise you will not receive the boons. This boss is actually easier than the last one. Okay, so let's go. We will do subgroup 2 to arrow, and the other one to heart, I guess. Okay, there we have the first CC. Or this CC attack by the boss. And you can see we deal quite a lot of damage to this boss. It's not really important. There's the CC skill. We can now DCC. Nice CC, very good, very fast. I will stand here. Don't move a lot. We now do just damage. We want to get it to 66%. And yeah, looks very good. Very clean. Nothing happening. This boss is really easy nowadays. And yeah, that's the first phase. I will go to arrow with my subgroup and then move to the circle one. The other subgroup should move with gold together, please, to the next thing. Exactly, perfect split. Yeah, it's not that hard. I think we will easily one-shot this boss. You can see if you have some slow, or not slow, but some chill or immobilize, you can apply it to deny this, but if you just damage them fast enough, it's not a big deal. Please don't move towards me, stay on the other side, the boss, please. Do not get hit. So CC will come quite soon. Okay. Now CC is happening. And see, it's not a big deal. If you have barrier providers, you will also get almost no damage here. If your healers are potent, it's also not a big deal. And if you CC fast, it's not a big deal at all. Try to stay behind the boss. Try to stay in my boon range so I can give you the boons. Again, we do the same split. There is now an orb, so we can kill the orb first, please. You have any range DPS. Perfect. Kill the soul here. Try to maybe help me a little bit here. I think it's moving quite fast. If you have any slow cripple here, please apply it. Very good. And so it's really important that you focus on those souls, because if one gets through, it's a wipe, even though if we are really fast. Please don't stand on my tanking spot. Now there's the egg thing. We got a few eggs. Please don't get hit with those. It's okay in a training, but typically you don't want to get egged. CC again. Now we can a little bit go slowly. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Heaven Fire's down. Nice, thanks for the heal. Good. Another CC attack incoming soon. Egg attack first. Got another few eggs, that's fine. You see the area of those orbs will expand, but it's not a big deal. We just DPS the boss, ignore everything. That's the one-shot attack, but we will kill it before it happens. You can see, not a big deal. This fight is really easy. I hope you enjoyed this quick guide. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for all the supporters on Twitch and Patreon, especially Timo. And hope to see you in the next video.